Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here. Welcome to episode 79 of the TNA TW series. We're just 2 weeks away from TNA Genesis, and hopefully we're on the way to having a good show, a good pay-per-view, and getting that one step closer to National. So today we'll get 4 segments. On the pre-show we'll get 13 main show segments, and we're booking today's show again in the Tri-State region in the Giant Centre in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Again, after the good kind of performance the last time, I just feel if we can capitalise on the good shows here, hopefully get the popularity up in some of the places with the knock-on effect there, and hopefully, you know, as I keep saying, I keep stressing at every episode, we get closer to National, bigger signings, making money, and getting back up to the number 2 promotion in the world before really try to challenge the WWE. So I've got half the card prepared for the pay-per-view. I'll reveal that in the next episode when we get the full card sorted. But for now, here we go, 4 pre-show matches, 13 segments. It's another episode of TNA Impact Wrestling. So we start off in an extremely short match. Redman, who we know is on a defeated streak, a losing streak even, defeated the Amazing Red in 4:49 by pinfall with a twisting brainbuster. 57C minus. We'd brought Red back and he's in development. Didn't realise it wasn't really over, so we're just going to use him as an enhancement talent. But it's good to have him in there. It's a pretty decent match. Could be a bit better. But overall, I'm fairly happy with that. Next up, in an extremely short match, Brian Cage defeated Rhino in 5:14 by pinfall with a total eclipse. Rhino was quite over, good momentum, so I thought, okay, we'll use him as a jobber at the stars as we continue to build up Cage. 60C rated segment. Rhino's improving his performance skills. Again, very few negatives apart from both men holding back slightly, but again, puts Cage over, so we're happy with that. Building another talent that's under 35 and putting them over. Well, this is disappointing. I expected this to get much better. And the match had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. The VIP list defeated Doug Williams and Drew Galloway in 8:21, when MVP defeated Doug Williams by pinfall by malicious intent. Only a 49D+. I expected Galloway to get a good rating. I thought Doug Williams, you know, being a really good wrestler and having decent popularity in the upper mid card, is still there. I expected him to do a good job, but not pretty disappointing. Probably because of the age and the physical declining of the likes of MVP and Doug Williams, but we'll know not to go with that again and say thankfully that was in the pre-show, so we can get away with it a wee bit more. And then our final match in the pre-show, and the match had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. EC3 defeats Paul Burchill in 6:27 with a headlock driver. Solid 64C, keeps EC3 over. We tried to pair up Paul Burchill and Brooke, but it says they're an awkward pairing, so we'll give Brooke someone else to manage. That's why you try these kind of things in the pre-show, as well as on house shows. She did good work at ringside, but they just don't have any chemistry, so we'll deal with that. And it done its job, put EC3 over. So we've got another full house, this time 12,500, the sellout here. Hopefully we can reward them with a good episode of Impact. Here we go. Oh, and Paul Burchill wants to complain first and said we're better off without Brooke. Okay, we'll keep a note of that and we'll remove her, don't worry Paul. Now we're going on with the show. So we start off with a debuting wrestler. I know I had Drew Gulak, but we've decided to change him back into Soldier Ant. I just feel with his lacking mic skills and charisma, best using him as a talent. They could go in the X Division with a mask. So in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Soldier Ant defeated Naofumi and Yamamoto in 9:15 by pinfall, only a 56C-. Just first match to really get him over, get him on TV. Debuted a family tradition gimmick, really was not many gimmicks we had that he was good at as a face, but that get 90%, so gets a 93 rating there, he gets the win. He's improving his performance skills. Yamamoto's improving his technical skills, although he's going to get jobbed out because of the age he is. But more than happy with that, and that just gives him a good introduction to TNA wrestling. Next up, in the match had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Amazing Kong defeats Celeste Bonin in 6:06 by pinfall with an Amazing Bomb. Just another match to, you know, just highlight the dominance of Amazing Kong. And she goes over there with a 66 C+ match, no skill improvements. But again, very few negatives apart from both women holding back, but decent there, and that leads to a debut. Amazing Kong is celebrating her victory in the ring. Celeste Bonin runs in and attacks Amazing Kong. That should not have, I've done this wrong. It should be the other way about. It should be Amazing Kong attacking Celeste Bonin, and then Mia Yim comes in and attacks Amazing Kong to save Celeste, but the idea is there. It would have been probably the same rating anyway. 51D+. Mia Yim debuts her Teen Idol gimmick, 100 ratings, so that's worked out perfect. And we're going to try and push Mia Yim as one of the faces in this Knockouts division, so just the way it's worded there, and it was probably hanging in there, but that's the plan, to go with Mia Yim versus Amazing Kong at TNA Genesis. Next up, the match had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Austin Aries AA defeats Fergal Devitt in 8:21 by pinfall. Solid 72B-, just using Fergal to get some good ratings and good matches before he goes back to the WWE. Very few negatives there. And again, a match that puts Aries over and gets him ready for his match against Hawkins. After it, he comes out to the podium for an interview. He says that he's now making Hawkins' life a living hell and he's ready for this rematch and he wants that TNA Central Championship. That's a 72B- segment there, so that's perfect from AW. Next up, a good tag match that had good action and not much of a heat. Team 3D defeated the Wolves in 9:06 when Bully Ray defeated David Richards by pinfall. With 3D, it was Team 3D defending their titles again, so it's their 5th defence. 75B- is perfect. Because the two of them team together, it continues the storyline between New York and Hollywood, despite the fact none of the Hollywood guys are there. And Eddie Edwards improving Rumble skills. Good stuff there. Just the usual negatives. But Team 3D and the Wolves always seem to bring it, so I'm happy to see that. And about it featured great action and average heat. Samoa Joe defeats Rhett Titus in 5:50 by pinfall. Just a match to give Samoa Joe more momentum and another win. Just a 60C though. Samoa Joe improving his performance skills. Nothing really to show here, to be honest. Mr. Anderson, another good match. I'm pleasantly surprised. And about it featured great action and average heat. Adam Cole defeated Mr. Anderson at 8:21 by pinfall with a Florida Key. 78B. Again, just because Anderson had good matches with Joe, we decided to give him a match against Adam Cole to keep Adam Cole away from Lashley for a bit and put him over, so that's good. Mr. Anderson's improved his flying skills. Again, the negatives is just pressuring Mr. Anderson going all out, but good to know Adam Cole was more than capable of going all out when it comes to a short match, so happy with that. This match actually disappointed. I thought this would have stole the show, but and about it featured great action and a good crowd. Chris Hero defeats Harry Smith in 9:08 by pinfall with a death blow. Scarily just a 64C. No skill improvements. Just both guys being fatigued, declining physical ability. Because they went all out as well, and that's disappointing. But it's one of those things you think two wrestlers are going to click, and then unfortunately when they go and face each other, it doesn't happen. But again, keeps Hero looking strong. We then have Kurt Angle. Remember him? He's back. He's still in a 40 figure here. Decided to use him because he's got that high popularity. And he's booked Chris Hero versus Chris Jericho, the rematch at TNA Genesis coming soon, and a solid 80B segment from Kurt Angle. It's already booked in. CM Punk, usual promo, gets us the cheap 92A rating. He's in the main event. It's him against Morrison. Will this deliver? Please deliver. Oh my god, deliver? And more than deliver, that could give us a very good rating overall. And about it featured great action and average heat. CM Punk defeats Morrison in 17:37 by pinfall with a go to sleep and 90A. Both men have got good chemistry and it showed in the performance. CM Punk improves flying skills and performance skills. Morrison improves his technical skills. Very little negatives here, but that's awesome. Fair play, guys. We may look to try and push Morrison then if that's the kind of matches he's going to get with Punk, but delighted with that. And then after it, in the ring, the shit is at the fan as CM Punk and Seth Rollins attempt to tear each other apart after Rollins tries to do a run-in, but the slew of security guards rush to the ring and keep them apart. CM Punk came across well, no skill improvements, but a 91A segment. All positives there. Hopefully that's putting us in a good position before the pay-per-view. Is that the last segment? I believe it should be overall an 84 plus. 94B plus, sorry. I think the one that maybe put the rating down a wee bit would have been Hero and Harry Smith, but the last 3 segments, maybe in the last 4, are all solid gold, perfect. And hopefully that'll push us that one wee bit closer to get international. I think what's helped is doing shows in the tri-state, which means a lot of places are going to get an enhanced popularity from it, and it's going to have a bigger knock-on effect. But so we'll see here if we're that one wee bit stepper closer to national. The feedback was great. We really struck gold with the show. Unfortunately, we still can't sign Nick Jackson because he's a cruiserweight. Thank you, Dixie, for the owner goals. Just say we still have. Oh, we don't have any goals to view. Oh, that's right, I took them off. Fuck! Could have signed all the guys. I decided because it was really affecting the series that we couldn't get any cruiserweights, so I think I'll be going higher on some cruiserweights now if that's the case. So that's perfect. As I say, it was just a case of I felt it was letting the save down, we couldn't enhance the X division. I know it was making it more difficult, but I just think if we want the company to grow, that's what we need to do, so that's fine. So expect some cruiserweights coming in the next couple of months then. So that's ideal. We'll see quickly the email. ECW made an offer to Noam Dar. Reby Sky is going to go. We got a 9.02, our biggest ever rating. And that's just a phenomenal show. So let's keep this up with these good shows. Excellent. I'm going to finish it off with size. Yep, Northwest is grew to 65. Mid-Atlantic's at 69. So everything's really growing. And we're getting that one wee bit closer. If we get Northwest over, then we just need to work in the Midwest. So I'm hoping maybe the end of maybe the end of March, we could be looking at being a national company again and slowly getting back ahead of the likes of, if I just quickly go to the company wars, Dragon Gate, CZW, BJW, WXW, get back to national next to Ring of Honor. So hopefully that'll come, and as I say, hopefully now we'll look at getting some cruiserweights in since my owner goals have went. So that's ideal, didn't know that. It's because I'd tried it previously and it's the owner goals remain, so I was assuming they were still going to be there, but that gives us more freedom to do whatever the hell we want. It just means the only thing that Dixie really has a say in is just how much wages we pay each wrestler. But that's cool, so expect some cruiserweights, guys. So as I say, we're now one show away from the pay-per-view. It'll be next week's Go Home show, and then we're on to TNA Genesis. And hopefully we can deliver a good pay-per-view. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please leave a like. If you get any comments, leave them in the comments section. As always, if you haven't subbed, why the hell haven't you subbed? Hit that sub button, and I'll let you know when next videos are out. And until then, this is 21 Maxwell, and I'll speak to you all real soon. Bye bye.